They don't show you this on BBC News. Kids on the rubble while leaders refuse to say the word genocide. It's all in the phrasing. Human rights talk, but their actions are brazen. They call it defense when it's bombs on civilians. Block out the noise, but the death tolls millions. It's chess on a map, but the pawns are the people. Prayers in the ruins, but war ain't equal. See Palestine bleeds while the West stays quiet. Funds for the presser, but peace gets denied. Talk about terror, but ignore occupation. 75 years of brutalization. Mothers with grief that the news won't mention. Children with wounds that escape intervention. We post online, they shadow ban truth, while billionaires profit from innocent youth. It's pipelines, gold and power in play. Weapons get sold and they cash out the pain. It's borders and flags, but the blood stains the same. Palestine's black, white, red, green, not a game. Diplomatic ties, but the streets see the cost. It's apartheid walls and a future that's lost, but we stand firm, we remember the name. Shireen got murdered, but truth remains. They cry for hostages, but what about theirs? Thousands detained with no trial, no prayers, no names, no faces, no rights, no court. Just kids in cages for resistance they taught. Rubble as playgrounds, drones as their skies. You grow up fast, where the world lets you die, where trauma gets passed like a family name, and the scent of death becomes normal with pain. You call it complex, I call it clear. One side is occupied, the other in fear. One side is funded, the other erased. They label the victim as one to be chased, but facts don't fade and blood doesn't lie. No ceasefire can undo the cries, no headline can twist what I've seen. A genocide framed as keeping things clean. You drop white phosphorus on schools and blocks, then spun the story in corporate talks, but justice don't bend to the PR spin, and the truth don't end when the next lie begins. I don't need flames just to make you feel. Sometimes the quietest bars cut the deepest and real. They weaponize language to silence a plea, but the flag still waves in the minds of the free. No deals, no peace when the ground still shakes from bombs in the night and the homes they break. You call it a war, I call it a cage, built on apartheid and centuries of rage, but I stand with the silence to bury the brave. The martyrs, the mothers who visit the graves, the writers, the rappers, the ones still awake, who speak through the fear and carry the weight. They silence the cries, block out the pain, but blood on their hands flows like rain. Proof it's from death in the halls of power, while children fall like wilting flowers. Justice is blind, but she's never asleep. The truth is a mountain, steady and steep. You can hide the facts, spin the lies, but the world sees through your thin disguise. Check the rubble, the scars on the land. Genocide's not fiction, it's close at hand. The oppressors write laws that criminalize, while the oppressed prey under burning skies. No peace in bombs, no calm in screams. Broken bodies, shattered dreams. We shout for justice, we shout for truth. This is the story of stolen youth.
They paint the victims as the enemy, while the world sleeps in complacency. But history will judge those who choose to stand down, when the innocent bleed without a sound. Free Palestine till the last breath I breathe. Black, white, red, green, that's the flag that bleeds.